Good morning, friends, and my dear children. Today, your ma'am, Lalita ma'am, is again back with another topic. Okay, so before we start the topic, I just wanted to share a small kind of feeling which arose in my mind by seeing children in and around my surroundings. Okay, so what I observed in small children, especially like children of class 6th, 7th, and all. Okay, they don't have schools nowadays, and they are being at home. Okay, of course, listening to online classes and all, but there is no interaction between teacher and that children. Okay, direct interaction I didn't find in children with their teachers. Okay, so what I observed in them is they are lagging with their communication skills. Okay, really, most of the children nowadays we are finding them to speak in a foul language. Okay, communication skills will play a very important role, but children are just keeping it aside. Okay, they are not at all bothered about the way they speak. Okay, and there are so many behavioral changes are coming when they are listening to online classes. Okay, when the situation is going to be okay, that no one is going to say, but the thing is, most of the children are really at loss. Really, whether parents know this or not, I really don't understand, but I, being a teacher, I feel very sad to hear the language that is being spoken by children nowadays. Okay, such a foul language they started talking. Okay, and even parents are not in a position to control that children also. Okay, really, such a miserable situation children are in. Okay, once the school is going to start, teachers will take the charge, and once the children are into the influence of teachers, definitely there will be a good communication skills also will be developed in children. Okay, and even in online classes also, most of the teachers are facing difficulty. Okay, like most of the children, when they were muted by the teachers, they are speaking some kind of foul language. Okay, which is really unbearable. Okay, so please, even request parents. Okay, I'm requesting parents on behalf of all teachers. I'm requesting even parents also to just give control on their language. Okay, children has to understand this point. Okay, most of the children, they are speaking very foul language. Okay, which is really unbearable. Okay, just have a check on communication skills of children. Okay, then definitely there will be some kind of learning can happen. Okay, there is a lot of damage in education system because of this pandemic situation. Okay, but we have our own sense. Okay, we can use our own senses. Okay, it's not that we are into quarantine means even our brain is also going into quarantine, which I am telling so many times. Okay, let our brain not go into quarantine. Okay, use our senses, use your senses, dear children. Okay, right? So please have a check on your communication skills. Try to develop yourself, try to grow your personality, but in a positive manner. Okay, not in a negative manner. Right? Now let us come back to our topic. Today I'm going to tell you about equivalent weights of acids. Okay, so equivalent weights, already one topic we have learned in concept of mole concept. From the topics of mole concept, we already have learnt one introduction class regarding equivalent weights of what? Elements. Okay, so now we are going to start with equivalent weights of compounds. Okay, so equivalent weights of compounds, if you are learning about, then you have to first deal with 4 types of compounds. Okay, you will be coming across 4 types of compounds. First one are acids, then bases, then salts, and fourth type of compounds are oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, so how to find the equivalent weights of these four types of compounds, that we are going to learn in these videos. Okay, so in today's video I am going to tell you only about the equivalent weights of acids. Okay, right. So today our topic is what? Equivalent weights of acids. Equivalent weights of acids. Okay, so to find the equivalent weights of acids, okay, you all know that acids are the substances which can able to donate H plus ions when they are made to dissolve in water. Okay, when H plus ions are released in water, okay, whatever the number of H plus ions that are being released, based on the amount of based on the number of H plus ions that are being released, we can find the equivalent weights for acids. Okay, so to find the equivalent weights of acids, we have one formula. Okay, equivalent weight of acids is given by the formula molecular weight of the acid by, okay, molecular weight of the acid by basicity of that acid. Molecular weight of the acid by basicity. So what is this basicity of this acid? Okay, acids will possess basicity and bases will possess acidity. Okay, so what is meant by basicity? Okay, that you have to learn first. Molecular weights of acids, you know how to calculate. If you know the formula unit of that particular acid, you can able to find the equivalent weights. Okay, molecular weights you should know. Okay, that we will be learning. Examples and all we'll learn. Okay, so basicity of acids. What is meant by basicity? Okay, basicity is defined as the number of H plus ions that can be replaced. The number of H plus ions that can be replaced from an acid. Okay, that can be replaced, or the number of H plus ions that can be displaceable or replaceable from that acid. Okay, the number of H plus ions that can be replaced when 1 mole of an acid is made to dissolve in water. When 1 mole of an acid is made to dissolve in water. Okay, is made to dissolve in water. Okay, when 1 mole of an acid is made to dissolve in water, okay, the number of H plus ions that can be released are called as what? That number of hydrogens, the number of H plus ions is treated as basicity. Okay, so basicity of any element, of any acid, sorry, not element, acid is given by the number of H plus ions that can be replaceable from an atom. Then what kind of H plus ions can be replaced? Please remember, if you wanted to know the number of H plus ions that can be replaced, those H plus ions which are connected to central atom of that compound cannot be replaceable. Okay, please understand one point carefully. The hydrogen atoms which are being connected to central atom of that particular acid can never be replaceable. Only the atoms which hydrogen atoms which are connected to the side atoms only can be replaceable. Okay, you have to remember this point. Okay, so please understand the points carefully. Okay, so here we'll see the examples. Okay, so basicity, if you stands for, we have 3 types of acids are there. Okay, monobasic acids, dibasic acids and tribasic acids. Okay, so first we will come across what? Monobasic acids. Okay, so equivalent weight we will learn separately for monobasic acids and separately for dibasic, and for tribasic acids we will learn separately. Okay, monobasic acids means what? Acids with basicity 1. Acids with basicity 1. Okay, with basicity equal to 1 are called as what? Monobasic acids. Okay, so what are the examples for monobasic acids? Examples. Okay, examples are what? HCl. Okay, a very well known acid, HBr, hydrobromic acid, HI. Okay, HI, hydroiodic acid, and acetic acid, you know, CH3COOH. Okay, acetic acid. All these are examples for what? Monobasic acids. Okay, and even HNO3 also you can write HNO3 like that. Okay, so how to find the equivalent weights for acids? So let us learn for these examples. Okay, so first example, if you take HCl. Okay, HCl, when it is made to dissolve in water, it gives what? H plus and Cl minus ions. Okay, so here one hydrogen atom has been replaced. So basicity is what? 1. Okay, basicity is 1. Now equivalent weight is given by the formula for acids. It is given by molecular weight by basicity. Okay, equivalent weight of acids is equal to what? Molecular weight by basicity. Okay, so here molecular weight of HCl is how much? 36.5 and basicity is 1. So equivalent weight of HCl is 36.5. Okay, same like that you can even calculate for HBr. Okay, now for HBr, okay, HBr dissociates into what? H plus and Br minus. Okay, here also basicity is how much? 1 only. Basicity of HBr is equal to 1 only. Then what is the molecular weight of what we call bromine, HBr? Okay, equivalent weight is equal to, molecular weight of HBr is almost around 90. Okay, sorry, 80. Okay, so molecular weight of HBr, molecular weight is how much? For HBr, you will find the molecular weight to be 81. Okay, to be 81. Bromine it is 80 and hydrogen is also there. So almost it is around equal to 81. Okay, so equivalent weight of HBr is equal to what? Molecular weight by basicity. So 81 by 1, which is equal to 81 only. Okay, and then coming to the third example. Okay, so based on the basicity, based on the number of hydrogens that can be replaced, you are supposed to find the equivalent weights of that particular elements, compounds. Okay, right. Now HI, third example, if you take HI, this also gives rise to what? H plus and I minus ions. Okay, for HI molecular weight is how much? For iodine it is 127. Okay, so molecular weight for HI is equal to what? 128 and basicity is 1. Okay, basicity is 1. These all are what? Monobasic acids. Okay, so equivalent weight is given by 128 by 1, which is equal to 128 only. Okay, now if you take the example of HNO3, okay, suppose if you go for the structure, okay, actually when it is dissolved in water, H plus and NO3 minus, okay, one H plus ion you can find in this. So if you go for the structure of HNO3, you will find the structure of HNO3 to be like this. Here this hydrogen atom is not directly connected to nitrogen, which is considered to be what? Central atom. So hydrogen which is not directly attached to central atom can be replaceable. Okay, so this H can be replaceable. Okay, so because of that reason, okay, you will find basicity is found to be 1. Okay, basicity is equal to 1 and molecular weight of HNO3 is how much? Molecular weight of HNO3, did you remember? 63. Okay, therefore equivalent weight is how much? Equivalent weight is 63 by 1, which is equal to 63 only. Okay, then if you go for acetic acid, okay, if you go for acetic acid, you go for acetic acid, CH3COOH. Okay, here also you will find the structure of acetic acid to be like this. Okay, 3 hydrogens attached to the first carbon and 1 hydrogen is being attached to oxygen. So this hydrogen which is not directly connected to the central atoms will be replaceable. Okay, only 1 hydrogen is replaceable. These 3 hydrogens which are connected to central atom can never be replaceable. Okay, so basicity is 1. Basicity is 1 and molecular weight of acetic acid is how much? CH3COOH. For acetic acid it is almost equal to what? 60, I hope. 2 carbons, 12 is the carbon's weight, so 24 and 2 oxygens. Okay, now 2 oxygens is 16, 2 are there, 32 and you have 4 hydrogens. Okay, so you will be getting what? 60. Okay, so equivalent weight of acetic acid is how much? 60 by 1, which is equal to 60 only. So these are the examples for what? Monobasic acids. Okay, now we will be learning examples for dibasic acids. Okay, now dibasic acids means what? Which have basicity 2. That means 2 H plus ions can be replaced. Okay, if 2 H plus ions can be replaced, basicity will be 2. Okay, so dibasic acids. Dibasic acids. Okay, means what? Basicity is 2. For dibasic acids, basicity is 2. What are the examples for this? So first one is H2CO3, carbonic acid. Okay, carbonic acid. And then you have H2SO4, H2SO3. So many examples are there. H2SO4, H2SO3. Okay, like that you have so many examples. Let us see one example. Okay, first one is what? H2CO3, carbonic acid. Okay, so for carbonic acid, okay, it just dissociates into what? 2H plus and 2H plus CO3 2 minus. Okay, so 2H plus ions are replaceable. Okay, how can you say that? Okay, you have to draw the structure of H2CO3. Okay, so 3 oxygens being connected to carbon and 2 hydrogens are connected to each oxygens. So this is 1 hydrogen, this is 1 hydrogen. Both hydrogens are not attached to central atom. Okay, so 2 H plus ions can be formed. Okay, 2 H plus ions can be formed. Okay, the hydrogen atoms which are directly attached to central atom can never be replaceable. You have to understand that point. So H2CO3, based on the structure you will be getting whether it is dibasic or monobasic, something like that. So equivalent weight of H2CO3 will be how much? For H2CO3, 62 I think. Molecular weight of H2CO3 is how much? 62. So equivalent weight is 62 by 2, which is equal to what? 31. Okay, so H2CO3, right? H2CO3 will have equivalent weight equal to what? 31. Okay, because molecular weight is 62 and basicity is 2. Okay, now basicity is 2. So equivalent weight of H2CO3 is equal to what? 62 by 2, which is equal to what? 31. Okay, if you take the second example, H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid. So for this equivalent weight, if you want to find, you have to find the molecular weight. You know molecular weight of H2SO4 is how much? It is 98. Okay, molecular weight is 98 and basicity is 2. How can you say that basicity is 2? Okay, that is also based on the structure of sulfuric acid. Okay, so how you will draw the structure of sulfuric acid? Okay, for H2SO4. Okay, what will be the central atom, dear children? Central atom is sulfur. Okay, oxygen. So this will be the structure of what? H2SO4, double bonded with 2 oxygens and single bonded with 1 oxygen. Okay, so H2SO4. So here 2 hydrogens are not being connected to the central atom. Okay, so basicity is 2. Okay, the hydrogens which are not connected to central atom only can be replaceable. Okay, please remember that point. So basicity is 2. Therefore, equivalent weight is how much? 98 by 2, which is equal to what? 49. Okay, same like that you can even take the example of what we call sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Okay, H2SO3, sulfurous acid. H2SO4 is what? Sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfurous acid. Example 3 is what? H2SO3, sulfurous acid. Okay, sulfurous acid. So for that, what will be the equivalent weight? So molecular weight of H2SO3 is 82. Okay, basicity is 2. Okay, why basicity is 2? That is also based on the structure only. H2SO3 structure. Okay, you will have central atom sulfur bonded with 3 oxygens like this, and each oxygen which is being present in the bottom is connected with what? 2 hydrogens. Okay, so both these hydrogens are what? Replaceable. So basicity is 2. Okay, so equivalent weight is how much? 82 by 2. 82 by 2, which is equal to what? 41. Okay, so like this you will be calculating what we call equivalent weights of dibasic acids. You can even take the example of H2C2O4. Okay, now H2C2O4, which is called as what? Oxalic acid. Okay, H2C2O4. Okay, if you want to draw the structures and you want to note down the structures, please pause your video. Okay, note down, make notes. Okay, then only you will be understanding it, right? We can even take the example of what? H2C2O4, which is called what? Oxalic acid. Okay, mostly they are asking this also. Okay, oxalic acid. So what is oxalic acid? H2C2O4. Okay, so for this also basicity is 2 only. Okay, that's why it is dibasic acid. So molecular weight of oxalic acid is found to be 90. How you will draw the structure? Okay, H2C2O4. Okay, so 2 hydrogens can be replaceable. Okay, so these 2 hydrogens can be replaceable. So basicity is 2. So equivalent weight is how much? 90 by 2. Okay, so equivalent weight is 90 by 2, which is equal to what? 45. So based on the number of hydrogens that can be replaceable, okay, equivalent weights of acids can be decided. Okay, now let us go for the examples of tribasic acids. Okay, we'll see 1 or 2 examples of tribasic acids. Okay, keep side heading tribasic acids. So for them, what is the basicity? Basicity is 3. Okay, now for tribasic acids, basicity is 3. Examples are what? H3PO4. Okay, H3PO4, and boric acid you can take, H3BO3, boric acid. Okay, so if you go for the first one, H3PO4, which is what? Phosphoric acid. Okay, phosphoric acid. Okay, so here 3 hydrogens can be replaced. Here phosphorus is a central atom, okay, which is being bonded with oxygen, and you will be finding 3 hydrogens being connected to the remaining what we call, okay, here OH. Okay, so like that H3, 3 H's and 4 oxygens, and phosphorus is the central atom, right? So these 3 hydrogens can be replaceable, right? These 3 hydrogens, here O, H connected to O, okay? So this hydrogen can be replaceable. So basicity is what? 3. Basicity is 3. Molecular weight of H3PO4 is how much? Molecular weight of H3PO4. It is also 98 as that of sulfuric acid. So equivalent weight is equal to 98 by 3, which is equal to what? 32.6. Okay, now 32.6. So molecular weight by basicity is the formula. Okay, and you can now take the last example, that is boric acid. Okay, in case of tribasic acids, you can take the best example as boric acid. So what is the formula for boric acid? H3BO3, boric acid. Okay, you have other examples also. Organic acids are also present, which are having monobasic, dibasic, tribasic, like that. Even organic acids, carboxylic acids are also there. Okay, we are just taking the examples of mineral acids as of now. Okay, so boric acids. So H3BO3. Okay, so what is the molecular weight of boric acid is 62. Okay, now 62 is the molecular weight, right? Here boron is the central atom. Okay, so each oxygen is being connected to H like this. Okay, you can just take like this, right? H3BO3, right? So this is the structure of H3BO3. Here 3 hydrogens not directly connected to the central atom boron, so they can be replaceable. Okay, so basicity is 3. Basicity is 3, and for boric acid, the molecular weight is 62. Okay, molecular weight is equal to 62. So equivalent weight for boric acid is how much? 62 by 3, which is almost equal to what? 20.6. Okay, now 20.6. Okay, so like this, equivalent weights of acids can be calculated by using what? Basicity. Okay, if you are perfect with the basicity of any substance, I mean of any acid which is being given to you, then it is understood that you understood the concept of basicity, I mean equivalent weights of acids. Okay, so next video we'll be learning about equivalent weights for bases. Until then, keep learning, and request all the children not to speak 4 languages, and improve their communication skills. Okay, thanks for watching, dear children. Bye.